very late. Very late. And it's such a shame because I was the biggest fan of Berlin. The tattoo that I wanted next was the one in the second, the Psycho that does that in the second game, you know. And to me, it was sad because I would have loved to play it. Um, the reason why. So first of all, how did I get into Berlin? So this is a funny story. I go to my friend's house in grade 11, and he's playing this game, and I forgot to ask him what was the game, but it was Borderlands 2. It was Borderlands the pre-sequel. And at the time, I'm a huge fan of RPG. All I play is RPG because I have this shitty phone, better phone, and I'm playing emulators. So we're playing Final Fantasy the Complete Collection for the first time. So I go in, and we play this game. It's actually a really fun game. It goes with Willem. I think I went with I possibly went with Claptrap, which is funny because fuck me, right? I was not playing it. Now, fast forward years later, and I don't have that much money, and I go to my father with my father. We go to a place, it's Best Buy, and I want to see the games. So we went Batman Arkham Asylum, and which was great. It wasn't Batman Arkham. It was Arkham Knight. This is a long time ago. You know the craziest thing? We bought also Resident Evil 5, and I didn't like the game because I didn't know Resident Evil. So I buy the Anthem collection, and as soon as I start playing the game, I realized this is the game I was playing. You know the craziest thing about Borderlands 2? I became obsessed with it. So Borderlands 2, I started playing at the right time, which was during my depression. I had my biggest depression at 22 years old. And we started playing. I was listening to podcasts. I was listening to the radio back then because I was too broke to afford anything else. And just playing day in, day out. You know what's insane with the pre-sequel was the first time I played, and we played with Willem, and it was so fun. It was just such a fun game, and it was the most I could do with depression. It was the most I could mentally afford to do, and it was such a good time. So we did, and this is a crazy story. I started the work that I had. So we finished pre-sequel, which in my opinion is the weakest of the game that I have. By the way, we have Tales from the Borderland, we have New Tales from the Borderland, we have Borderland, we have Borderland pre-sequel, we have Borderland 2, we have Borderland 3, we have Tiny Tina Keep, and the pre-sequel will play it. And it's so funny because I play the second one, and I get a call for a job, so I'm like, oh, you know. And my biggest regret isn't that I'm not gonna have to work. My biggest regret is I'm not gonna be playing Borderlands 2, which to me is kind of insane, right? But then I really fall in love with the Borderlands 2. I start playing DLC, I start playing everything and anything and everything, right? And I'm so in love that believe me not, by this time I'm working. So we buy the first one. And this is not the craziest story, because when I buy the first one, I play the first one. The third one is announced. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to play the three of them. The first one was the biggest game that I bought. It was like $119. We had the oh, you know what? Fuck it. I got the perfect thumbnails. Thumbnail, not thumbnails. Thumbnail. This is all I have. I have the tail for Borderland, but these are the best. So we play this. And for the first month was way more than a month. It was way more than a month. The first time we played Borderlands 2, we finished the game with 3 full days of playing. But at the same time, I was crazy. I was playing from morning to evening. During the pandemic is the time we played all of the games. We played all of the Borderlands. It's not because I go in. And Borderlands is such a rich history between us because I go in, I play the second one. and I love it. So what I do is I buy the first one, and before I even play the first one, I'm working a lot, right? So because we're working a lot, I like to have something in the background. Back in the days, in 2020, 2019, 2020, I love video games. What I do is I watch complete video games. What you do is you go on YouTube, you write the game and full movie cutscene. So they'll show you every single cutscene of that movie. 4% batteries. This is insane. Oh my god. Yeah. I was having battery problem within a problem. So I discovered a game, and I'll be completely honest, Borderlands was not my first choice. I discovered a game which is Telltale Walking Dead. Now I discovered it because PewDiePie played it, right? I was like, oh, this seems like an amazing game, so I watched it. And I watched a full movie cutscene, which is 45, 50 hours, which is great. So I go in, right? And you see this from the same company that we Telltale Borderlands. And at the same time, I'm not into Borderlands because I didn't play it yet. So I knew that this existed and I didn't watch it. So we watched a show, which is Borderlands. We bought the new Tale of Borderlands. I didn't even check the new Tale of Borderlands. I didn't even check it. So we go in, and this is the craziest thing ever. We're playing the game, and then we buy the third one because I'm a fan of the game. My biggest what the fuck moments. I'm playing the DLC of the Borderlands 1. The what was one with the zombies? And I'm discovering all the map before we do the quest. And I have a quest that I have to pick up brains. And I'm like, oh my god, I have to restart. Yeah. Borderlands is such a good story. So then what happened is, before the pandemic, we're talking about 2019, the game Borderlands released. Now, the game Borderlands released in October 2019. March 2020, I finished the game Borderlands 3 in February. March 2020, we have the pandemic. We have the lockdown. So I restarted. What was the Vault Hunter? My favorite Vault Hunter, I would have to say Wilhelm. I would have to say Wilhelm. I would have to say who? Wilhelm. I like Ashton a lot. I like Zane a lot. I like Roland a lot. So then we just had some fun. Now, craziest thing happened. And again, Borderlands is the one that carried me. Borderlands released the Tiny Tina Wonderland. I'm not sure when it released. But it released a week after I break my leg. I broke my ankle. Again, doing stupid stuff. I broke my ankle and Tiny Tina Wonderland comes out. I'm like, oh my god. So I played the game. And it was just amazing because Tiny Tina Wonderland is the first game that I started doing some clips of. So it was just insane. Borderlands has such a rich history. And this is it, you know. The Borderlands Tiny Tina, I didn't like it, to be honest. Because it felt a little bit too gimmicky versus the beautiful storyline of Borderlands. My favorite, you know what? Borderlands 1, they all have something that's very cool. Borderlands 1, I really like it because the humor is amazing, the gameplay is amazing. It's very simple, but it's very fun. However, it feels outdated at times, right? There's words in there, for example, they use midget, they use words that they're not supposed to use, right? So, we have the pre-sequel, the second one. Pre-sequel, I hate it because it was platforming. However, pre-sequel, in my opinion, has possibly some of the best gameplay. Wilhelm, action skill is my favorite action skill ever. Until Zane, Zane was my favorite. With the double, the digi double. We played the second one, and we played with Axon, which again has he has a turret, and this is mind blowing because I'm literally hiding and the church is doing all the work because I'm under leveled, you know. Next, we have the third one. The third one was kind of special because I knew exactly what I was getting into. The second, okay, so the second one we buy it, I don't know what it's again. The first one, it's weird because we're buying a game that is less good than a game we just played. Same publisher, but less good. Like, what the heck? And then we play the third one, and like, wow, it's really good. Third one, I really did like it. Also, the second one, sorry. Second one is my favorite game to speak because the storyline, the character introduced, it's very fun. The areas are very fun. The squad introduced is very fun. The story is very fun. I'm repeating myself again, but when you remember things, for example, Mordecai is Bird Tower, you know, just is such a good game, and Jack as a villain, he's the perfect villain, you know. The third one, the story might not be as good as the second one. However, my favorite ending to a game is the third one. When Lady satisfies herself, and the children of the vault become the children of the Ark, which is the Fire Ark, which is introduced in the second game. The third game, again, the third game, the weirdest thing ever is you had less Vault Hunter, you had more to do with it. The first playthrough we did was with Flak. Flak was super fun, super fucking fun. I haven't played the third one in so long. Third one was also one of the first games that I did on a stream. It's been 4 years that I haven't played Borderlands 3. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. I wanna be with my kids and play Borderlands. This is how good of a series it is, you know? And Taritina, the reason why I didn't like it, yeah, again, it felt like more of a spin-off. It felt like a same universe, completely different writer. This is kind of why I'm not super happy about missing the fort, because the fort, first of all, is the story for 2K. So 2K or Gearbox